My name is Megan Bokel. I am a senior mathematics student here at Frostburg. I came in being very intimidated by my professors, and I saw myself as just being another face in the crowd. And what I've realized is that your professors care about you.
What I would like students to know about me as a professor and about other professors as well is that we are all people too. We all were in your place at one time. We went to college, people who have PhDs, they went on and spent a little bit more time in school, and we are really glad that you are here at Frostburg State University. We're here to help you. Please don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. I would like to say something in particular to our first generation college students because I was a first generation college student in my family. My mom and my dad both didn't go to college. They actually were really proud to send us away to college, and they didn't really know a lot about what to expect for me when I got here. Was important for me to ask people for help when I needed it, because one of the worst things that I could have done was to be really, really shy and say, well, you know, all my friends, they seem to know what to do, but I don't know what to do.
The first thing that I would want you to know about me is that I am a little ADD. That actually works well for me. I get distracted easily. What that means is that if I'm working on a project on my computer and you walk in the door, you're going to be my first priority as soon as you walk through my door. It's easy for me to give up working on other things in order to talk with students. So please come through my door. Please interrupt me. I'll get back to it eventually, to the other project. You are not a problem, not ever a problem. I really love to see you. I'm also a little bit messy, so when you come into my office, it may not be as neat as some other offices that you will find, but that's because I usually have a lot of things going on at the same time. And so I like to have all my projects right out on my desk. And if you are the person who is walking through my door, then you are my priority at that moment. And you should always be willing to interrupt me.
For me as a professor, I believe that students have to feel comfortable to approach me primarily because I consider myself just like a medical doctor who deals with patients. I consider my students as patients. I'm here to help. I have an open door policy. They can always come in anytime that they want, and I'm willing and ready to help. I've been here for 17 years, and I've always enjoyed every time of my teaching here at FSU, so students are always welcome.
Dr. Saku believes that hard work always pays off. He is one of 3 FSU faculty members to receive awards in all 3 areas: teaching, professional development, and service.
So I've heard rumors that sometimes students feel intimidated or even a little fearful to come into their professors' offices, and I would really encourage students to get over that fear and push themselves to come in and get to know their professors. And one of the best ways to do that is to visit their offices. For example, if you would come into my office, you would learn that, yes, I'm probably as nerdy as you already suspected. You'll see lots of books, and you'll see documents on my wall about early American Republic, and that's pretty much because that's what I teach, and so you have all of those academic pieces there, but you're also going to find things that have to do with my personal interests as well. Come into my office, you're going to see a lot of Ravens gear in here, and you might think, well, oh, she's clearly a Ravens football fan, but you would be not quite right. go into, particularly in my department, other colleagues' offices, you're going to see an array of interesting items. And so I would encourage students to go in and talk to their professors and ask them questions about the items in their office.
Not only was I a college student, I was a bad college student. I was a really bad college student. I spent my first year on academic probation. I was that bad. 0.9 GPA for my first semester bad. I've been in these shoes. I know what it's like to be distracted by a social life, to be bored by classes that seem either too hard or too easy, to not see the purpose or the point in doing the work, doing the reading, paying attention in class. I've done those things, and I want to help other students see why it's such a better life when you stop blowing things off and start prioritizing learning and prioritizing your education. Come and see me anytime. You don't have to be in one of my classes to come to my office hours.
Okay, so I'm a big science fiction and fantasy nerd. Come and talk to me about your favorite movies, your favorite novels, your favorite comics. I love Alan Moore. I love Neil Gaiman. I love Doctor Who is one of my favorites. Come and talk to me about Doctor Who. So anything that has to do with science fiction, fantasy, horror, comics, movies, come and see me. I would love to talk to you about your obsessions.
Frostburg State is a place where you can ask for help and you will get it. That's what I love about Frostburg, is that we are all here to help you. We all want you to be successful. So please stop and ask your professors. You might be surprised to hear about what you have in common with them.